Blue phase. Overcoming trainees' final challenges. The final phase of basic combat training builds on everything trainees have learned so far and will serve as their final rite of passage from civilian to soldier. During this phase, trainees continue learning advanced marksmanship and maneuvering techniques, including engaging targets as part of a team, convoy operations, and identifying and disabling improvised explosive devices. They train on advanced weapons and learn how to throw live grenades. As part of their final challenges, trainees embark on a multiple-day course to test their survival, fitness, and soldier skills. At the end of the phase, and after the trainees have passed all of their challenges, they will be qualified to wear the Army Beret as a fully qualified Army soldier. The Confidence Obstacle Course, COC, helps instill Army values, build confidence, and raise personal courage between trainees. The Confidence Obstacle Course is designed to test trainees' endurance, stamina, and willpower to boost their confidence in the ability to perform under trying conditions. Widespread destruction that can be held in the palm of your hand. Trainees are taught every aspect of hand grenades, pulling the pin, and throwing techniques. They are taught about the different types of hand grenades. At the end of training, each trainee throws 2 live hand grenades.
And throw. Break up. Turn around.
Trainees conduct pugil sticks training in order to build aggressiveness and confidence required to defeat the enemy in close combat using the rifle and bayonet. A pugil stick is a heavily padded training weapon used by military personnel for bayonet training since the 1930s or 1940s. Many trainees have never experienced the realities of interpersonal violence found in close combat, and pugil sticks provide effective but safe full-contact combative training at the entry level. It is also an effective tool for enhancing the endurance and improvisation that are building blocks to developing the physical skills and mental toughness vital to success on the battlefield. The Army Combatives Program enhances unit combat readiness by building trainees' personal courage, confidence, and resiliency, as well as their situational responsiveness to close-quarters threats in the operational environment. Basic hand-to-hand combat training stresses simple, aggressive tactics with which to subdue an opponent. It consists of various kicks, blows, takedowns, counters, and other movements used to disable or kill an opponent. Trainees are instructed by skilled combatives certified cadre members that train them through hours of training under simulated combat conditions. Fight strategies in combatives have 3 key stages: close the distance, gain dominant position, and finish the fight. Training starts with ground grappling to teach the basics, then moves on to more difficult standing techniques. Trainees learn a range of defensive escape techniques to help them get into a dominant position in a close combat fight. Then they learn offensive skills. The Forge is a grueling 96-hour cumulative training exercise that puts Week 7 trainees in a patrol base as they encounter a multitude of combat and logistical scenarios. During this time, trainees will be forged in the furnace of shared hardship and tough training. There will be multiple road marches, a tough night infiltration course, a combat resupply event, a casualty evacuation drill, a pugil sticks competition, and the reflexive fire range. Over the 4 days of events, the trainees navigate about 46 miles. The Forge emphasizes battle drills, tactical operations, and numerous foot patrols. The Forge replaces the 20-year-old Field Training Exercise 3, which had trainees working at a forward operating base or behind the wire. The Forge is the culminating event in basic combat training.
All right, trainees, at this time, go ahead and pick up your weapon and lock and load that first magazine. You're going to be shooting at the yellow square. Yellow square. Ready, up. Ready, up. Hurry up, hurry up.
At the end of the forge, trainees participate in the soldier ceremony. This is the moment when the legacy is handed down. They earn the title soldier.
Trainees, look around. We're standing in a historic rock quarry. This soldier, in 1869, when soldiers first inhabited Fort Sill, they came to this very rock quarry. They cut, they blasted, and they formed the foundation of the very buildings that still stand on Fort Sill today. You are truly standing in the historical spot where Fort Sill began. This same formation happened to you 8 weeks ago. We took you all as individual stones, and we've molded you into the foundation of teamwork and trust that you will build into the Army's nation, or into the nation's Army. As a result of this training, you are now ready to go out and form your own foundation in the nation's Army that we have today. You entered this rock quarry as individual soldiers, as individual trainees, and you will leave as members of today's modern Army. You will leave this battlefield, or you will leave this quarry as soldiers, not as trainees, as a team, not as individuals. You will leave, and your families will notice a new person with dedication, motivation, and determination. You will leave motivated, you will leave dedicated, and you will leave knowing and living the Army values. These Army values that we as officers, NCOs, and soldiers all live by as a common core and a common creed.
The new soldiers put on their berets for the first time and drink a symbolic grog. They get a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood, and they know that they are part of something bigger than themselves. The soldier ceremony acknowledges that the new soldiers have passed a milestone in basic combat training, and it instills a sense of history in them. The ceremony is a tradition for BCT soldiers Army-wide, all with slight variations that make them unique. Putting on their berets signifies that the trainees have earned the title of United States Soldier. They will now stand with their drill sergeants as the nation's newest soldiers.